We have kittens! Lots of them! We have so many cats, it's ridiculous. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome to my world. We're back here on vanilla Minecraft. Of course, right when it gets to nighttime. Now, in the last episode, I told you guys that we were going to work on something super special. What's that super special? Other than me going to sleep, which is always super special, we're going to work on rockets. Why? Because I have my awesome, super special, because, I don't know, that's like theme for today, is super special, dodo wings. That's what they're called in my world, dodo wings. Because why not? You know, why not name it after the wings of a flightless bird? Anyway, so I need to be able to fly forever, which requires two things. One, paper, which we can kind of get on our own pretty easily with a sugarcane farm, and it's really not hard to get in large quantities, even if you don't have an automatic one. So I need to do the other one. This other one is called the creeper farm, because that's such a pain to wait for night, wait for creepers to spawn, go kill them with a looting sword, and get the gunpowder. It does work that way, yes, I know, but it's so much better when it's fully automatic. It's a lot more fun to kill mobs that way. Just watch them die rather than have to kill them yourself. I mean, seriously. Anyway, so that's what we want to work on today. Now, there's a couple problems with this because I have a new design, and I want to go over a few of the little finer points of it before I go about finishing the build here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to my creative world where I'm designing this thing, and we're going to see a little bit about how it works. Alright, so welcome to the world. Now this world, first and foremost, this is my water world. As one of the members, Discordians, that's a pretty good word. I think we're going to use that to describe people in my Discord. One of the Discordians of the Xogueverse, that worked, that just rolls right off the tongue. I think I just coined a new thing. Anyway, as one of the Discordians of the Xogueverse has mentioned, we like water. And we're going to try to do as much underwater as we can. And that includes creeper farms. So I wanted to see if I could make this work. And I know you can't see anything right now. Don't worry, I can't either. But I wanted to see if I could make an underwater version. And I also wanted to try and make one that was lagless and kind of gave you more than just creepers. In this case, it actually gives you spiders as well. Now, if you watch this for a little bit, you'll see kind of how this works a little bit, all right? This does not use water mechanics. It's one of the biggest problems of creeper farms today is that water mechanics, the water updates that are always going on with creeper farms, lag the crap out of the server. And what that means is you have to turn it off when you're not using it. This never has to be turned off. This is always on. And if you really wanted to turn it off, it's a little more complicated to do, but you just have to put lights in here and run some redstone, which is very difficult underwater, granted, but it is possible. So if you really want an on and off switch, but the point behind this is that you don't have to, you don't need to, there's no reason to. All you have to do is just make sure you're disposing of all of the extra drops once your chests are full, and you won't ever have to turn it off, and it's not going to hurt anything because it's not lagging anything. But as you can see here, the creepers are running right off the edge. They are landing on magma blocks, and they are dying. Now, all of the magma blocks on the floor, sadly, they are required for peak efficiency because of these guys. If you want to build it underwater, if you're not doing underwater, the magma blocks here don't matter, and the magma blocks on top of that don't matter. But these guys right here, as you can see, they spawn, they fall. In this case, they get sucked down and they die, which keeps the mob cap clear for creepers and spiders. So this farm, as you can see, gunpowder and string. Not only are you getting both, but it's actually separating both in the world. You're keeping them separate, so you don't even need a sorter. You don't even need an item sorter by the time you're done. Maybe a little bit of one. I think that's a cat, though. I think that was a cat that I killed on accident. So that's a thing. But anyway, you get the idea. It's pretty good. So what's happening here is that the creepers run from cats. And spiders, they really like to chase iron golems, as you can see. So they get sucked in. They get, bam, they're dying. These guys are running off, trying to get away from all the spiders or the cats. And they're dying. Makes sense. It's a very simple farm to understand. Now, a couple of the big issues that you need a lot of cats. You need so many cats, but I'm pretty sure they're breedable. I haven't actually verified that fact. I should probably do that. But so long as they are, you have all the cats you need. Because you just breed them up and you put them all here. You can move them here with an nether portal. It's probably easier to do that way. Bring them right down, right underneath. Put them in spot. And you won't even have to worry about the water. And the other issue was that the spiders were actually climbing the walls. You'll see some of my little pedestals are actually empty. But the spiders were climbing the walls and actually pushing them off. And this was a huge problem that I had to figure out how to fix. And the hardest thing about it was how to fix it without obstructing their view from the creepers, which is why the creepers run. If we push F3B, you see these little red lines here. Those are basically the eye level of the mob you're looking at. So in this case, the creepers here, the red line here has to be able to see the red line here. In a lot of cases, that gets obstructed by glass even. Glass obstructs it. Blocks obstruct it. If I drop this down a half a block, that would obstruct it. A lot of things obstructed it. And then I came across this little gizmo. You see, you put them on top of a slab like I had them originally, but before you do, you lift this up, push them on the block, and then you fold this down. So now the spiders cannot fit through this gap here, and they cannot fit through this gap here. So they're going to go against the wall, but they can't touch your cats. They can't move your cats. And that's the important thing. That makes the farm usable forever. And it's just kind of something that's, I don't know. I think it kind of works out pretty well that way. But, yeah. So, as you can see, we have a plan. There's a problem. There's a big problem. You see, animals like this turtle here, or okay, I got a jump sprint. Or Faith here. Yeah, I named it. Like it? I like it. That's a good name. They kind of need companions. We need a lot of Faiths. We need Faith and, I don't know, Steven maybe for a boy name. Sure. And then those two need to get together and make a lot of Faith Juniors and Steven Juniors. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure I saw a lot of cats in my plan. And I don't have that many cats around here. Now, I'm not going to show a huge amount of the exploration just because a lot of you have seen a lot of things. But if we come across anything interesting, then of course, and I'm going to copy down the chords. I'm going to show you a little snippet of it, and then we're going to go back home. I'm trying to keep things short because I know that if I keep going, I want to do a creeper farm. If I can't, this is going to be a long episode. I have a feeling, okay? So brace yourselves. Brace yourselves now for that, because most of my videos lately have been long, but I'm trying. I'm trying to make them short. It's not working, okay? Anyway, let's get going, shall we? Yeah, pretty good at the whole jump takeoff thing. I'm okay at it. First of all, we're going to go in a particular direction. This is how you explore, I think. We're going to go, you know what? We're just going to go straight north. We're going to start north. Well, looky, 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 looky. You see what I found? And there's a shipwreck. And we're going to go in this shipwreck. There it is. I found it. There's my buried treasure map. So, I think I know where this one is. Boop. There's a block of TNT. A heart of the sea. Yay! Oh! Cat! Kitty cat! Catty kitty! Kitty catty kitty! Kitty catty. Is your name going to be Kitty Catty? It might be Kathy. Are you Jessica? No, you're not Jessica. The cow's Jessica. The cow's always Jessica. Oh, that's right. I have to do this, like, smartly. Oh, I did it. Well, that was easy. I thought I had to do the whole sneak thing, like hold it in my hand and sneak and let you approach me. And then he's like, nope, I'm good. Hey, Iron Golem, you're not going to, like, hurt me for taming your stray cat, are you? I'm pretty sure usually stray cats are, like, the unwanted animals. So I'm just going to take him home with me. Is that okay? George? Frank? Jeff? Jessica? Oh, you looked at me. I mean, she looked at you. Must be a girl. I found another one. I found another one. Come here. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Both of them. Both of them. At the same time. Yes. The other one? Other one? Ah, dang it. I couldn't click on him. Ugh. Come here, you. We got away from my cats. They're kind of slow. A little bit. Come on, guys. Don't chase the squid. Now is not the time to play with the squid. Okay? Anyway, so we made it through the basement with these guys. What's in the chest? Oh, wow. That's an interesting concept. Hey guys, get off the chest. Get off the chest, I said. Get off the chest. What is your deal with the chest? Oh my goodness. You guys are relentless. What do you think, Faith? You think this is a good spot for you and your friends? I mean, you're going to be kind of busy, I guess, but you think it's good? I think it's pretty good. I think it's okay. You know, we'll just go ahead and make a little pen for you guys. Maybe it doesn't have to be little. You know, we can make it a decent size, I guess. I mean, you know, I'll be a little bit nice about it, I suppose. So, yeah, we're going to go down here, and I think the way we're going to decorate this, because remember, I said all of the things that we do, I want to, like, kind of decorate in a way that makes it look legitimate. Sort of. I mean, legitimate in a fantasy world, mind you, but somewhat legitimate. Like, I mean, seriously, a fisherman that has to scuba dive to get his, most valuable goods. I'm pretty sure that was the story we used for the fisherman's hut. But, you know, I'm trying to mix above world and underwater. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to create a fissure site. Yeah, we're going to do a fissure, guys. So we're going to have some magma blocks, but not a huge amount. And I think it's going to be pretty cool. Again, give me some ideas. I want it to be a fissure site. Now, the idea behind the fissure site and how this kind of makes sense in the grand scheme of things is that creepers are going to be born down there. They are exploding mobs. They create fire and destruction wherever they go. Not really fire, but kind of like fire. Explosions kind of contain fire in most cases. But I'm thinking like a fissure site under the world would be a legitimate place for something like creepers to be born. And kinda, I know they're spawned in, but you know, in the scheme of our world, they're born down there in the fissure. I think it kind of makes sense. Now, the spiders are more of an unfortunate side effect. We can use some other kind of story element, like maybe spiders in our world are attracted to creepers, or something along those lines. I don't know. They're companion mobs. They're best friends. I don't know. Something. I think we should have like an underwater council or something. Like make it seem like our villagers can be. There's a word for it, but I guess amphibious. But I want to make it so these guys can breathe both air and water. Basically, I want to make it seem that way. And I think it'd be really cool if we could create some kind of system down there like that. Now, we're going to have the fissure down below, which is going to be where creepers are born and ultimately destroyed. Like they built some kind of correction chamber to alter the structure of the fissure to make it so anything spawned instantly is killed. And it's like their control over that fissure is why this city is a booming town, a booming city, which obviously it's not right now, but it will be eventually. And of course, if you have any suggestions or changes that you think should be implemented, by all means, you know, let me know what they are. And I take notes of all the comments, all the good ones that I get, and I save them. And I may not use them for 20 episodes, but I will get back to them if I write them down at some point. That's the plan anyway. Can't say the plans won't change and something I do will get in the way of something else, or you get the idea. But I try to use them all. I'll say that. Well, hey there, buddy. How's it going? How you doing? I'd name you, but I didn't bring a name tag. No, I have plenty of them. I just didn't put one together. Do you want a name? Okay, you heard him, guys. He wants a name. Quick, come up with something. Put it in the comments. We'll name him next episode. Okay, so now, break and break and break and break. Hey, buddy. Now you're in water. How does it feel? We got to get him back in the center. I just thought about that. We should have like kind of encased him first. Oh, look, he's doing stuff. He's like moving on his own. Maybe he'll move into the right location. And yes, don't worry. These guys can't drown. And they also can't swim. Unless I put like soul sand or something above him or something. You get the idea. Let me go get some fences, case this guy in, so we're going to be okay. I think it's a good idea. Yeah. This is what we would call a drowned horde. And the floor's in, and it looks pretty cool. I did mismeasure. In the creative world, I only had 3 out. 1, 2, 3. And 4 on the outside. And I like even. Like symmetrical. I don't like even. I actually like odd in this game. I don't know why I went to 4 and not like 3 or 5. But, well, technically, if you count this, it is 5. So, yeah, we're at 5. Uh-huh. Yep. And this was 4. So it had to be changed because it's not an odd number. But you know what I mean. I mean, symmetrical. That's what I like. So here's where we're at. Can you take a wild guess to just just think for a second, how much acacia, that's the word, how much acacia do you think we went through? Just getting enough for this small inner platform. And I only have 6 doors left. And the outside of this is so much bigger. The outside of this is going to end up taking minimum of like 10 more stacks. Minimum. Probably more than that. Like 10 more stacks. It's so hard to get that kind of wood. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. And what I mean by that is there are trees that grow bigger. I'm going to get a bunch of spruce. I'm going to grow some giant trees. I'm going to chop down a whole bunch of wood all at one time. And I'm going to make a whole lot of trapdoors. And I'm finally going to finish the daggone farm because it really needs to be done. Oh, much problems. Much problems. Much progress as well, though. We had a little bit or a big bit of a problem. Okay, we had our chests here. Just take a wild guess at what happened. Yeah, it was nighttime. Yeah, you got it. A creeper blew up my chest, and he was in prime location too. Like, he could not have picked a better spot. Like, even over here would not have been a better spot to blow up to destroy my stuff than where he chose, which was like right around here-ish. And the reason I say that is because it's like right behind my inner chest, because he had 3 double chests right here stacked on top of each other, 3 double chests right here stacked on top of each other, and 3 double chests right here stacked on top of each other. He was in between all of them. And I was just right here. I just woke up from sleep, and I just turn over and I see him walk out from right behind my chest, and kaboom! There were so many items on the ground, it was absolutely ridiculous. Okay, now if you're counting, that's 3 double chests, 3 double chests, that's 9 double chests, minus 1. So we're talking, minus 1 half, rather. So that's, 8.5 double chests of stuff. We only recovered 5 of them. That is a lot of stuff. So much stuff was lost. Including, I know I had a second Heart of the Sea. I just went out and I saw a map. I had a map in my inventory, and I went out to go look at it. And I got another Heart of Sea, and I don't know. It's gone. It's gone. And so much other stuff, too. I'm pretty sure that I got most of my valuables because they were on this side, and I kind of thought about it. Thank goodness. I thought about it ahead of time. Okay, all my important stuff was kind of over here. The wood and the coal and everything was over here. So I gathered things from this little section because, of course, there was a gigantic hole in the ground. And I got them from this side of the hole first, and I kind of slowly worked my way around to the least valuable, which was right here, and you had a whole bunch of dirt and stone and stuff. So I know most of what I lost was dirt and stone. I think I probably lost a little bit of obsidian. I think there was some of that in the stone chest, maybe some other stuff. I don't know. I might go back in some of my videos and see just kind of what kinds of things I lost. But I also lost probably a lot of what was in my miscellaneous chests. And those are just things I didn't know where to put them. So they were all gathered in there. I have no idea what was in there. But I lost a lot of stuff. So much stuff. It was ridiculous. What I've done, is I actually hooked in our creeper farm into our elevators here, the up and down ones. So we can actually get to the maintenance place of our creeper farm through here. So we have, that's our obviously entrance, that's our down. This is the crafting table, and here's our up, and we can go further down and then come back up if we want to go mining or whatnot. But this is where we're at right now, okay? This is where our resources went. This is where most of my gold, over 3 stacks of gold, I think, went into this. And I barely had enough. Like, this is like bare minimum. If you had any less powered rails than this, and I'm not sure that the hopper minecart could actually get around this thing, but I did test it. It does go all the way around, so we're good to go. I told you guys in the beginning that this farm will actually separate the string and the creeper and the gunpowder that you get. Now, you will occasionally get bones and stuff too, but that's just because of spider jockeys that just happen to fall in. But the way I've designed the collection system is that is actually irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It is an option for the farm. So if you're building something like this in your own world, feel free to separate them and create 2 separate systems. But in mine, I don't really care too much at the moment. Eventually, we'll have a greater storage capacity, and we'll design things down here and stuff and make it look pretty. But right now, it just needs to be functional. So what I did is this, as you can see, just kind of winds all the way through this big section, which is where the string will end up. And then it'll actually come out and it'll wrap around. And it'll go all the way around the circle and it'll come back on this rail, which then shifts it over into this circle, the outer circle, which goes all the way around, and then it comes back to right here. And this is where we have our little drop-off station. So if there's anything in the hopper minecart, this guy will, it'll start pulling items out. And as soon as it starts pulling items out, this guy gets a signal, which turns off the torch. You can't really see too well here, which will depower this and therefore turn off the powered track. So, in short, if it's got anything in it when it comes over here, it'll stop. It'll drain completely into the chest, and then it'll go again. So we actually have to do this, and then we're going to go inside the farm on top of these magma blocks, and we have to fill it in with water. And water source blocks so that these guys can actually pull the enemies down, which is kind of unfortunate because we're probably going to take a bunch of damage and we're going to have to find a way. We're going to have to break our way out of the farm because these guys are really, really hard to get out of. We are almost done. As you can see, I have dug out everything. It's now straight down with water source blocks on top of this whole thing, except for this thing right here. Apparently I missed it somehow. Can I get to this? Hold on. Let's do this in a creative way. Oh wait, I'm holding shift. There we go. And there. Got it. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes it glitches like that. I think legitimately that actually still was a water source block, but I don't know for sure because it's weird. It should have updated, but it didn't. You're not supposed to be able to do that kind of thing. We are now ready. We have all of the placements for the cats. They're all right here. All we got to do is get them. And we need 20 of them. 20! Well, this is weird. Hi, all the cats. I was talking about trying to get these guys transported down where I need them. And I wasn't even thinking about the fact that they teleport to you. My cats are drowning. Why are my cats drowning? My cats are not supposed to be drowning. It worked! Kind of. Now you have to be very careful. We have kittens! Lots of them! We have so many cats, it's ridiculous. I started putting a couple of them in their spots. But then I was like, wait, I kind of need them all in the same area so I can actually breed them up to the numbers that I need. So now I'm almost positive I have more than enough. But don't worry, when I accidentally knock them into the magma blocks after I'm done with all of them, well, maybe I'll just let them teleport up with me. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. But if I do that, because I would never do that, but if that accidentally happens, then I'll do that off camera. Don't worry. No, Catty discovered Catty. That's her new name. She's dead now, so it doesn't really matter. But Catty just discovered the floor was lava. Your sister was an idiot. There's another one. Another one bites the dust. This one I made it not sit and it just started to wander. This is going to be terrible and very, very tragic. I don't know how many spares I had bred up. That sounds terrible when you're talking about cats, but I don't know how many. I think it was only like 3 or 4. I might want to breed a few more, just in case. Okay. Relax. I got smart. I didn't want to keep losing cats. I covered them all the holes. These trapdoors I actually put upside down so they open to the bottom. If I show you this. They open down so the cats can still land on that and then walk off. I don't know if they will. Because down after that, I think they can detect that is actually a drop and they wouldn't do anything. But just in case, I figured I'd do some slabbage. Just to make sure. But yeah, I figured we'll go ahead and be smart. Now I can basically wait. No, I can't. They gonna walk off this? They might. That I can't really cover so easily. I don't know. I just gotta be smart about it. I can let some of these guys wander. I'm gonna leave the cats, the kittens, alone. I'm gonna have the grown-ups follow me though. And we're just gonna make sure we have them follow me the smart way. You. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna have you guys come along. Alright, people. We're doing it. I think we have all the cats in every location. There's only one left. Where's the cat? Oh, it's over here. Here's the kitty. All right, we're just going to let him wander. I don't know where he's going to go and what he's going to do. He might wander into there and die, or he might follow me up once I teleport, or maybe he'll just wander around down here forever. I don't know. What I do know is that it's time to open the farm. He's probably going to wander in on his own. Just to let you know, this beautiful cat right here is probably going to end up committing suicide accidentally. But we do need to open the farm. It is ready to go. All I need to do is break down these guys and open all the trapdoors. And break these guys too. And we're going to be ready to test. We got to do some testy, which means we got to remove the torches. Yep, that was quick. That was so quick. Sorry. We got another catty. And if these blocks actually fall in, it makes me happy. Because if they fall in, I don't have to go get them. The hopper minecart below is actually going to end up doing it. That's cool. You can put them when they're on there when they're like that, but if you put it down, it breaks them. That's pretty cool, actually. I never knew that. That's interesting. I like that. Anyway, so you get the idea. Let me just open this thing up, and here in a little while, we're gonna go check the chest. We're gonna see what happens, and maybe sneak down here after I've let it spawn a few, just to see if we hear, just to see if we hear any creepers or spiders dying, because we should be able to hear them from that chest area down below where we're collecting everything. Okay, it is now time. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I should do this. I guess I'm going to punch the torches on this side first. Now, mobs won't spawn right away. I have to be a little ways away. But this farm is actually big enough so that if I'm on one corner, mobs will start to spawn on the other. So it's just kind of interesting. If I do this in a certain way, I need to make sure I can actually avoid the mob spawning for as long as possible. So we'll do this, I guess this one too. We'll kind of go over on this side a little bit. Try to do it from like halves. So I do this whole side and just slowly move over as I go, I guess. I need to make sure I close these as I cross over as well. Let me make sure they stay shut. Pretty sure I got the other one over there too, but we're about to go back on that side. I'll double check. So we got this guy and then this guy. That's my exit right there. I don't see any open. Looks like I did close the ones over here, so that's good. Okay, things are all right for the moment. Okay, I think we're doing okay. Now we're probably going to start seeing some mobs spawning over there here very shortly. If the spawn rates are actually pretty good in the area, that is, because I don't know how good they are around. Oh, see, that's an upside down one. That threw me off for a second. I'm not entirely sure how good they are in the area, so we could very well have a very inefficient farm. I don't actually know how good this farm's going to be. Well, I found one problem area we're going to have. This is going to reduce spawns. I'm going to have to find all of the caves that are in the area, abandoned mine shafts mainly, and light all of them up. I thought I did a pretty good job, but it appears that I missed a few, or more than a few. I don't know, but we got to definitely take these guys down as much as I can. So we're going to have some fun while I'm waiting, I guess. And in the meantime, this is going to be producing, it's already produced one batch of gunpowder, but yeah. Hasn't been that long, guys. Hasn't been that long, so I was not expecting anything in here yet. Actually, it's coming back now. See it? Didn't get anything? Got one. It got one piece of gunpowder. Oh, well, whatever. It'll get what it gets. Okay, it's time to check. What are you carrying, buddy? We gotta let it go all the way around. I want the total number. I think it's just now. Oh no, we gotta wait. Because it's gotta go the other direction. It's about to go in there. There it is. We won't wait. 53. Okay. I wasn't gone that long. I really wasn't. 53 and 36 is actually not terrible. It's really not. Especially for the short amount of time I was in this place. That is pretty... I mean, it's not spectacular or amazing or anything. But after I went through here, I I don't know, maybe ballpark of 200 items an hour, which is, I mean, terrible if you're trying to make the super most efficient farm ever, but really, I'm not going to go through 600 rockets in 1 hour. I don't even know if that's possible. And plus, now we're gaining, you know. So I think it's going to be okay. I think it'll work out. And I also wasn't in like the most optimum location either. You know, I was all around up in this place. And by the way, we are really close to spider spawners. There's one right here around the corner. Right down there. And then there's, I ran into the other one that's in the bottom of my mine, which I forgot about actually. That we were going to go through and actually use that as an XP farm. So, I don't know. It's a thing. We just got to kind of be mindful of it, I guess. But that spawner won't, the double spawner, I checked it. I went through and actually cleared it out a little bit, lit it up and everything. But it's a double spawner. I don't know if there's a third in the area. I didn't do an extensive amount of digging. It is possible, but it's not likely, I'll say. It's probably just a double spawner. But it's still, those two spawners are very close together. So we can do... they're close enough that I could probably even put them into the same kill chamber. They're really, really close together. But, I don't know. That's something we'll mess with another day, probably experience and such. I really hope there is a third, but I'm not holding my breath. And that's a thing. But we now have a means to get gunpowder. All the gunpowder we will need. Granted, maybe not the super most efficient farm ever, but it's pretty good. It's not too bad. Especially for being an original design by me. So, I don't know. I might put a tutorial out on it. I don't know if there's a way to make it better. You could add layers to it, in reality. You could make it multiple levels and actually stack like 2, 3, or 4 of these on top of each other to increase the rates. This is just one. This is the lowest version of it. And in single player, it's going to be more than you need. But, you get the idea. And that is about all the time I have for the episode. So, if you liked the video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps.